On-demand is getting so much more popular. Even before the pandemic it was, but it's really picking up traction now. And I know PayCaptain offers this, but you say the service is a little bit different, or you think about it in a different sort of fashion. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, definitely on-demand pay and earned wage access or income streaming has been a real benefit to many people, in particular people that have really struggled in between paydays and then had to resort to expensive forms of credit and payday loan companies and so forth. We do think about it a little bit differently because most people in the UK are paid monthly and most people's bills are monthly as well. So that sort of harmonisation between your income and expenses is actually quite helpful and needs to be protected. With PayCaptain, we've enabled the concept of emergency cash to enable employees, if they're really stuck for cash in between payday, they can access some funds from their accrued earnings at any point up until the payday. And we also allow employees to take a weekly advance payment, and that's specifically for the costs associated with having a job, you know, your train fare, your petrol money, your lunch monies, and so forth. And that sort of cost of having a job, or the financial cost of having a job, is sometimes overlooked, and we think it's really important to support everybody with that weekly expenses capability. If it will help them manage their money better, then it's a great solution for people. And lastly, we have a concept of flexible payments, which basically allows certain pay elements to be sent at any time during the pay period. So quite often, things like bonuses or commissions or recommend a friend or your length of service award might just get rolled up and hidden away on your pay slip that you don't look at the end of the month. So flexible payments actually allow an employee to have the choice as to when they receive their pay. They get a push notification to their phone and they can choose. Do you want it now? Do you want it to your savings account? Do you want to put it to your pension pot with a government top-up? Or would you like to donate some of it to charity? So that sort of on-demand, real-time option to how you receive certain pay elements, so you have a better relationship with an understanding of pay and receiving the pay, we thought would be really key.
Yeah, and there's two things I wanted to pick up on there. And the first one was just the way you talk about the sort of on-demand elements. So you have like the emergency fund and then a week in advance, because I think a lot of people look at on-demand and sometimes think of it negatively because they think their employees are going to be able to draw down all their money in one go and be left with none at the end. But the way you guys position it makes much more sense, and it's that communication element. So I think that's really positive.
Thank you. Well, I think it's the key thing for us is about helping employees with a monthly payment budget, monthly expenses budget, because ultimately it's all about maintaining a plan so you spend less than you earn. And because so many people haven't received financial education or guidance on how to manage their money well, we wanted to incorporate all of that inside our solution as well.
And that makes sense with the second thing as well, with the bonuses and different things like that being able to be paid at any time, because that, again, engages the employee in a different fashion, like you said, mentioning whether they want to draw it down and put it into a pension pot, which is great for employee well-being and financial well-being. So I'm sure all the payroll and reward people will be loving that at home now.
It's definitely the idea is to give employees more control, more flexibility of how they manage their money in a way that they want to manage their money, sort of similar to how they're managing money with modern banking apps like Monzo and Revolut. People are so much used to now, you know, that type of control, that flexibility on your phone of managing your money. And why shouldn't that start with the payroll process? On the basis it's the sort of primary or sole source of inbound funds for the majority of people. Actually having some flexibility and control over how, when and where you receive your pay, I think is an important employee benefit for modern employees.